You ain't never gonna be Your daddy wasn't shit. You think you gonna be some
How dare you take a warrior like my father!
Ragebait, the act of baiting other homo sapiens to anger for typically no reason other than enjoyment, aka the pinnacle of art. Now why is it art? Well, you see, anybody can ragebait, like anybody can make music, but not everybody makes good music. Not everybody is really polished with the rage baiting. Like if I look at you and say I'll smack the goofy out you gonna get mad, but like that's kind of lame. That's a lame way to get somebody mad. There was no creativity in it, no passion, no love for the game, no ethics, you just a meat face. However, if you talking about some, hey yo chain tough gang, I don't think those real diamonds though. Boy, that right there, ooh, ah! First off, you started off with the compliment. Now his guards down, he feeling himself, you know what I'm saying? In his head, he's like, damn, maybe I do really got that shit on. So now he's in a good mood, but then you immediately take that good mood away by questioning the validity of his wardrobe. So now he's originally more mad than if you never gave him that compliment in the first place. It's like, let's say you apply to my job, right? I give you an interview, I gas you up in the interview, you think you're about to get the job, then I never call you back. You're gonna be more mad than if I never gave you the interview in the first place. Also too, by questioning the validity of his diamonds, you basically said he can't afford real diamonds. So really, indirectly, you just called that man broke. And we all know one of the worst things you could ever call a man is broke, especially if he thinks he's rich. So now he's even more mad. And to top it all off, you called him a boy. That right there, calling another grown man boy, that's fighting words. So all with the stroke of one mere sentence, you single-handedly fluctuated his serotonin levels, called him a fraud, called him broke, and called him a prepubescent squeaker. You see how much more passion, more hatred, more love for the game was behind that rage bait, was behind that sentence? That's what I mean, bro. Like, don't take this rage bait stuff light, bro. It's really not a game. This is just a lifestyle, man. Jason. Rage bait has existed forever, so naturally it also exists in anime too. And fortunately, we have great examples of rage bait that is seen in anime. Like Akainu with Ace, that might be one of the most potent, most pure, and unadulterated examples of rage bait in all of anime. And the Marineford war arc, aka the greatest war arc in all of anime, as a lot of y'all know, but some of y'all may not, the main character Monkey D. Luffy spun on that war to save his brother Porkins the Ace from execution. Now I'm not gonna lie, this war was low-key a ranked lobby. Usually in a One Piece arc, Luffy's one of the strongest, and here, hell no. But somehow, some way, he still found a way to get to his brother and save his brother. So in other words, this is a miracle, right? Ace is free, he's no longer shackled, he's still good. Surely he's gonna take this opportunity to get the hell off the premises, right? As Luffy, Ace, Jinbei, and them were all running off the island to go back away from the war, cause nigga, it's a war. They saved Ace so they no longer have a reason to be there. The greatest rage baiter One Piece has ever seen unfortunately came into the fray. Akainu talking about something they think they can get away. It seems they haven't heard about how I used to be in them COD lobbies. Move aside. Luffy, Ace, and Whitebeard's crew's running away. Akainu's like, damn, the second y'all rescued Ace, y'all ran away? Y'all that scary? All y'all lame, bro. That's like y'all weak captain. He calls himself Whitebeard, but he doesn't even have a beard, stupid ass old man. What did he say? Keep running, don't listen, it's rage bait. Then he randomly starts feeling light skinned. Who does he think he is? He think he handsome, he think he bucket hat splash. Shut your It's not y'all's fault, y'all are sorry. They say birds of a feather flock together if the leader of the flock asks, and I can only imagine the flock itself. After all, Whitebeard is just a washed up old geezer with the smelly do-rag he wears all the time. That boy Ace stopped. He was not going for that. The rage bait finally kicked in. Ace turned around talking about something. His do-rag is not smelly. Take it back. You ain't just hear me call him wash? He does wash his do-rag. Nigga, I mean washed as in he's not tough. He can't box. His hands are insufficient. Nobody cares about his do-rag, bro. Shut up. Oh. He's not washed. Holy shit, bro. Anyway, Goldie Roger, that guy right there, that was my real goat. He went out there, formed a crew, slapped around everybody, and became the king of the pirates. He found the One Piece. He even stole my bit once upon a time. But like, that's Big Raj, so I can't even get mad for real. I know I'm supposed to be the ops, but he really was that guy though, on dogs. But Whitebeard, Edward Newgate, he's chips. Goldie Roger found the One Piece. That's what legendary pirates do. Rocks DG Beck, legendary, greatest emperor of all time. Whitebeard was still alive over 20 years after Roger's death. He ain't become a king, bro. He didn't put up no numbers. Stop calling that man legendary because he became a Yonko. He's infertile, so he had to create a fake family of pirates because he can't shoot none but blanks. You take that back. You know it's true. He has a whole crew of grown men calling him Pops. Hey, yo, what y'all got going on, man? We call him Pops because we pop niggas. Stop it. That's not why y'all call him that.
Yes,
no,
it is.
No, it's
How you
not.
gonna tell
Stop
me?
it. And just like that, Ace was mad. He completely forgot about escaping. Ace was right where akainu wanted him, solely off of the rage bait. And the rage bait had an art to it too. To the recipient, he couldn't see it, but to the audience, it was clear. He called Ace's go old and washed, gassed up one of his own ops just to downplay his other op that was heavily associated with the recipient of the rage bait, which was Ace, to get him even more mad. He got him so mad, in fact, that akainu is actually way stronger than Ace. Akainu is an admiral, which means he's easily at least a top 20 in the verse. Ace, Porky's the Ace, is not that, bruh. Akainu got him so mad he didn't care. He was still trying to run the fade. All logic went out the window, only emotions. Impeccable rage bait by akainu. The first clash, Ace got bodied, he got burned, no famous Riley. Ace got burned and his power is literally fire. That's how you know he's getting whooped. How do you burn a gas? Like, as Ace was on the ground trying to recover from his potential STI, akainu tried blitzing Luffy. He was about to kill him, but Ace jumped in front of the punch to save Luffy, and then Ace died. No! All of that happened because of the immaculate art known as rage baiting. So if you can't rage bait or desire to learn how to rage bait, just know the great power in which that ability comes with. With great power comes great responsibility. Saying that, you may not think so, but L. Lolliot from Death Note understands the art of rage baiting really well. For those of you who ain't watched Death Note, right? Basically, Death Note is about a school shooter caliber individual getting access to a killer notebook that if he writes your name in it, you die however he wants you to die. So for example, if he writes your first and last name, and next to your name he puts death by the balls, that means you gonna genuinely bleed out from your death, bruh. And there's absolutely nothing at all you can do about it, right? So that's Death Note, the plot, basically. So moving along, once Light got access to this book, he started murking all the criminals who he thought were criminals. Some people were happy and saw it as justice. The government was not jacking what he was doing, so they hired a detective by the name of L. Lolliot to find this nigga. So that's exactly what L. Lolliot did, kind of. L, who in the verse has never shown his face before, went on a live broadcast showing his face and his name to address the mysterious killer. L talking about some, what's good with y'all niggas? I am L. As y'all may have heard, there's someone out there mysteriously killing criminals from all over the world. The internet, all of y'all have been calling him Kira. Not gonna lie, that's extreme glaze. Stop that right now. Kira, I know you're watching. What you're doing is not tough. You are not cool. This is not justice. You are not God. I just know you smell too. You probably smell like bird follicles. Mark my words, Kira, I will find you. And when I find you, I will genuinely blow your shit smooth off. Do you hear me? You are evil. Did he just call me evil? As you can see on the TV, L smiled. He knew he had Akira exactly where he wanted him. The rage bait was so pristine, the rage bait was so immaculate, he didn't even have to see Light's face to know that he was cooking. Light talking about some, I am justice. How dare you address me as evil, you peasant? I'm about to be a god of this new era, and you think you can? Matter of fact, hold these nuts, boy. And just like that, Light just eliminated bro live on TV. He wrote bro's name big as hell on the notebook, damn. But now you're probably like, okay, this is rage bait, but was the rage bait really worth it if he just got clapped in the end? Now, normally you would be right if you weren't wrong. The L Light killed was actually a fake L. The real L is out there alive and well. Because of L's rage bait, he just proved that there's someone out there who can kill somebody without physically even being there to do it. But then on live, on Kick, he dares Light to kill him. But guess what? Light can't do it because he doesn't know his name. So then he proved that he just can't kill anybody. He needs their first and last name. The broadcast that he and everybody else is watching on, he announced it as a worldwide broadcast, but it was actually only broadcasted in the Kanto region of Japan. He deduced that Kira might be in that region because his first couple killings was small-time criminals in that region. Then Light went worldwide with it and mainly targeted big criminals. Eliminating criminals with such little clout, with such little motion in a specific area would make sense if he had just gotten a new power and wanted to test it out. So basically, Light just got doxed. And all this happened by episode 2. Like Yagami, you have a magical notebook that allows you to kill anybody wherever you want, however you want. How the hell you get your load dropped in 2 episodes? He said his actions lame, his ideology is fraudulent, and he basically called him a fake demon because he couldn't kill him on TV. And to top it all off, he called bro evil. For Like Yagami, that's like calling him broke. He was not happy, lost all sense of reason. Phenomenal placement of that word by L. Just like how Thorkel phenomenally rage baited an entire army to fight him because that's just who he is as a homo sapien. So right, boom, basically what happened, right? One day Thorkel was strolling through a forest. He was moving around with his goons, fully strapped, fully protected. They had a drunk Christian pastor on board. Thorkel was like, who's better, my god or your god Jesus? Which everyone made Don Julio. As they were laughing it up, Thorkel's observation hockey picked up some. The ops were indeed nearby, hiding amongst the trees. They were trying to ambush Thorkel's group. They were trying to run Buck Zone Blitz on Madden.
Ho ho ho.
Green Giant.
Now, the reason they were ambushing Thorkel's group is because they wanted Prince Canute. Thorkel had Prince Canute. So the leader of that army was like, hey, yo, release Ragnar and Prince Canute right now. We got them poles, we got them switches. It's the 11th century. No, you don't. Shut up. It's a metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that we bout that action at all times. On the... Oh, you're giving up Prince Canute already? Shit, I ain't know I was that scary. I'm about to go across the globe and start pressing everybody like that. This right here is when the rage bait starts. Thorkel was talking about some, hey, so y'all got Canute now, so y'all should be satisfied, which means that y'all should be ready to fight, right? Let's die together. In these times, if someone says let's fight and you don't, that basically means you're pussy. The bald gnome head James Harden beard dude was trying to calm everybody down. He was seeing through the rage bait, but nobody else was seeing it. And not gonna lie, the army was slowly getting convinced, but Thorkel's rage bait was too strong. He talking about some, hey, why y'all hesitating? I know, surely y'all not scary, right? I mean, what's your excuse? We gave y'all the hostage, so saying you can't fight because we have your hostage is not valid. Shut up. The whole army starts drawing their blades. European receding hairline Queso continues to try to calm everyone down, but that shit is not working. Then to top it all off, Thorkel's like, oh, I see y'all feeling brave. You know, after we drop y'all, we gonna tap all y'all's wives, right? She gonna sound like a Marvel fan the way I'ma have her screaming, Thor! Oh no! The rage bait was successful! They all charged Thorkel's army and they all start getting drums! Oh no! That man Thorkel is genuinely doing everybody the worst way. I literally gotta censor this. That whole entire army just got decimated. And then immediately after, Ascalachemist arson. But let's observe and analyze the rage bait that Thorkel inflicted on the opposition. Right, so first off, the second the op spoke out about what they wanted, which was Prince Canute, instead of just going up there and frying him, which he easily could have, he wanted to create an opportunity to rage bait, so he gave up the hostage. This act right here shows a true love for the craft and the yearning to do it at any moment. There originally wasn't even an opportunity to rage bait, so he simply created an opportunity to. Once they got Prince Canute, he had them right where he wanted them. By removing the excuse of a hostage, him daring them to fight and them refusing could only mean two things. One, they're smart because they already got what they wanted, or two, they're pussy. But you gotta remember, these are Vikings. Their #1 priority is being 2026 London and swinging swords, eliminating the opposition. When provoked, option 1 basically doesn't exist. Thorkel knows this, so him questioning their ability and their balls to do so is directly threatening their livelihood and the reason they exist for real. So naturally they would get mad, and naturally Thorkel would thrive off their anger because he is a true rage baiter at heart. To poke the bear some more, he kept calling them scary, he kept calling them sorry. He said that they was gonna tap their wives and that their wives would consider him a superhero. He said their wives were gonna be talking about some, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Thorkel! Oh no! Naturally, that would upset any self-respecting man, so they got even more mad. Thorkel got even more happy because they got even more mad. Then they charged, so Thorkel got to fry them, which made him even more happy. A successful display of rage bait. I, Bucket Hat Splash, am truly impressed. However, I am also thoroughly impressed with Bleach's King of Rage Bait. You may not have thought of bro, but Sosuke Aizen is indeed a true appreciator of the craft. Now, due to some very heinous things that Sosuke Aizen did, he is now getting jumped by like 13 15 Soul Reapers. Every single one of these individuals all have a significant amount of beef with bro. He's the most hated, public enemy #1, the top op, no gen. They all want him and his dangling hairpiece gone. However, unfortunately, Aizen is low-key that guy, so like their jumping isn't really working at the moment. He took down Doge, took down Kurt Cobain in a suit, and took down Bad Shorty with a mask, and bro didn't even break a sweat. After that, Aizen's ops start getting saucy. Soifo hits Aizen with her ult. Now this ult is actually supposed to be a 2-hit kill, but mechanically Aizen has too much aura, so it didn't work. As Aizen was about to genuinely slice her shit smooth off, he gets stabbed in the back by Shunsui. That man Shunsui always hitting niggas in the back, bro. I bet he can't wait to go to prison. Aizen looks back, then looks at Shinji. Shinji's in the sky trying to aura farm to the shack. Aizen, he's not really aura farm. This isn't aura. But then Toshiro stabs Aizen in the back. Yes, sir! All the other Soul Reapers start getting happy. They think they've won. However, it seems they've forgotten. They're in a bucket hat splash rage bait video. Their opposition is a 6'1" Caucasian aura farmer who, along with Patrick Bateman and Ayana Koji, inspired a whole era of corny ass niggas. Right after he just soloed half your crew. You think he's gonna go down that easily? The person Toshiro stabbed was actually Toshiro's friend. No! Just like Thorkel, instead of frying them all like he easily could have, he had to go a step further and sprinkle some rage bait in there. Aizen's power is an illusionary power. He tricked all their brains into thinking they were actually fighting him, but in reality they was fighting their friend. And to make it even worse, Aizen didn't just have anybody stab Momo. No, he had Momo's closest man stab her. Toshiro just turned his childhood friend into fantastic Middle Eastern cuisine, man. And this rage bait is unique too because Aizen didn't say a single word. He just let his dickhead power do the talking. As you could imagine, after this, Toshiro lost all reasoning. He charged at Aizen, got spanked. Soifon got dropped. Shunsui and Shinji got done like the human beings on the beaches of Normandy. Everyone got dropped. All that was left was Ichigo. Mind you, let me remind you, what he just did, he could have already did that without the rage baiting in the first place. But it's like I said, this rage bait stuff, it's a passion, it's a lifestyle. Some people use it for strategic purposes, others do it solely for the love of the game. Either way, rage bait in anime is exquisite, bruh. Follow my Instagram, help me aura farm. Tap into my second channel, we do be going overly crazy on there. Drink some lemonade and subscribe in that big, you feel me?
Slow state, count out this slow state. I've been keeping it cool with these niggas. I let them have fun, but it's time for the rotate. Every time